Good evening. I'm John Lindstrom, board member of the Willmar Area Community Foundation. And during this 15-year anniversary of the foundation, the board is pleased to recognize Dr. Lachlan Smith and the Honorable Kathryn Smith as the 2013 recipients of its award in philanthropy. This annual award is given to recognize the efforts of either an individual or a family that have significantly contributed to the philanthropy in our area, either through their financial efforts or through their volunteer service. So when the Smiths were first advised of their selection as the recipients of this annual award, they indicated that they would accept the award on behalf of all the volunteers who make Candioi County a better place to live. So Dr. Smith and Judge Smith, looking back on your volunteer experience, what would each of you say as to what has been the most valuable volunteer experience that you have had?
Well, thanks, John. I thought about this, and I think really two things, and they were really fairly early in our life here in Willmar. We came in the early 80s, and I had the opportunity to be on one of the early Blandon community teams, actually the second team that went out from Willmar, and I found that to be a very helpful experience. We were able to go out in a retreat forum for 2 or 3 days, a group of community leaders to look at our community and try to assess some of the needs that we felt we could take back to the community as a group. It was actually the first Blandon team, the one prior to us, that brought the concept of the YMCA that has been a very successful contribution to our community. So I'm very, very proud to have been part of that. The other was my experience with the United Way, both on the board and as a previous campaign chair. United Way is just a wonderful organization, and to see all the volunteers that work with the United Way directly, but also all the volunteers that work with all the agencies that they serve. And I'm very impressed with the grant process. So many community leaders share their time one day a year to get together and look at the agencies that have applied for grants, and they very thoughtfully evaluate so that we know that the money the United Way is providing back to the community is in areas of need and is appropriately spread out throughout the community by importance of the findings that these people go through.
Those are excellent comments, and I just want to say that the Willmar Area Community Foundation also partners with the United Way and with the YMCA in supporting their efforts, which really makes us a better place for our entire community. And so, Judge Smith, tell us about your experience.
Well, do I call you Judge Lindstrom then?
Whatever you want. People have called me a lot worse.
Me too. You know, when you ask me that question, I really have a hard time coming up with an answer. I think I'd have to tell you that the most satisfying and most valuable to me was volunteering with community rec and with scouting with my kids. Volunteering as a t-ball coach and a soccer coach, scout leader, and announcing, being the announcer at swim meets while my boys were swimming, because it allowed me to volunteer for the community, get things active, get kids involved, and also get my own boys involved in recognizing what they should be doing when they grow up, hopefully.
Exactly.
And you know, the other issue for me would probably be my time with the chamber. I was on the board of directors for the Willmar Area Chamber of Commerce, and I think they've changed the name now. And also the president.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, and you know, that the committee involvement was just really good at developing my own interpersonal skills, also recruiting other people into volunteering, and improving our community as a whole.
Which reminds me that the Willmar Area Community Foundation, you know, not only seeks to build financial capital, but also seeks to build social capital. And that can be done in a variety of different ways. So tell us about how you would try and encourage someone to be a volunteer in an organization, perhaps someone that has limited financial means, who is unable to make a financial contribution, but does desire to